Welcome back to another episode of our Dinner Party podcast. I'm Lindsay Jagger.
And I'm Keith Williams.
This is the podcast that covers news you can cover later. Today's topics: Drake is Not Like Us from Billboard, AMC Theaters is Wicked from Vanity Fair, Have You Seen the Weather? With our help from LinkedIn, Macy's marches on with ABC News, and Pardon My Turkey. Let's get into it. Tell us what we're drinking. And I feel like we also need to give a shout out to Sparkling Ice, actually, and just reiterate that we're lucky enough to actually have a sponsor. So thank you to Sparkling Ice for sponsoring this podcast.
Yeah, thank you. And also, we're back on the Pop Wells.
Yeah, I love these.
Tropical Mango today.
Big fan already. I already know I'm going to love it. I, again, can't express how cute the packaging is. I'm a sucker for good marketing. This looks like it belongs in Disney World, Disneyland.
Oh, wow. I've been told this one's yummy.
They all have been yummy.
Yeah.
This is the first one we've had without lime.
That's true.
I've noticed that.
Feels even.
Okay. I love it. I look forward to these like throughout the day now. And it's do I say pretend healthy? Is it real healthy?
I don't know.
It supports gut health.
Do you like mango?
I do.
Okay.
Solid. There's also a picture of a pineapple on this. Pineapple and mango, if that makes a difference.
Do you weirdly get like chocolate covered strawberries?
No.
Oh.
I get heavy mango and honestly not a lot of pineapple, but I'll let it slide.
Okay, now I'm not.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I got strawberry or chocolate there for a bit.
I give it another 10 out of 10. This is the Tropical Mango Popwell. These are available where?
Fresh Time.
Love it.
Yeah.
Get it now. Get it while it's hot. It's perfect for Thanksgiving. Here we go. Let's kick into it. First topic. Give me some runway here because it's a long one. The famous rapper Drake is taking legal action against Universal Music Group and Spotify. One would think that is Kendrick Lamar's record label, but no, it's Drake's. Kendrick is with an independent label called Top Dog Entertainment and Interscope, maybe more popular there. But even though Kendrick has no connection, Drake is alleging the two companies, UMG and Spotify, conspired to artificially inflate the popularity of Kendrick Lamar's song, Not Like Us. This diss track famously croons, trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor, speaking to Drake's frequent entertainment of younger women. This is not yet a full lawsuit. It's a baby lawsuit. It's called pre-action. He's basically trying to find information on what they believe to be true. A UMG spokesperson sharply denied Drake's allegations, saying, quote, "The suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived and absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans can choose the music they want to hear." Spotify, meanwhile, declined to comment. In the end, my question to you, my friend, did Drake just kind of destroy this historic rap beef and like go corporate? Because not that people should do this, but back in the day, like I feel like this is what they would have got shot over, right? Like it would have ended in a gunfight. And now we're taking formal legal action. And it's not even against Kendrick, but it's against his own label.
You know why, though? It's because he's the next generation.
And he's Canadian.
Yeah. I mean...
Is it just different up there? They're like, no guns. Use your lawyer. Use your words, as my mother would say. I mean, they did use their words, I guess. That's the whole point of rap.
I mean, so what is he? So he's saying that that Spotify put Kendrick Lamar's song in front of more people?
Yes.
Isn't that just called promoting?
Well, it would be weird to promote a song/singer that is not yours, though. You should not put money behind someone that is not with your label. Because again, Kendrick is with Top Dog Entertainment and Interscope Records.
Oh, okay.
So he's saying that his record label went out.
Drake's record label.
Drake's record label. Now this is going to be like a say it 5 times fast. Is saying that they kind of went against him.
Oh.
To promote the other song versus his. I honestly, at this point in the rap battle, I feel like this is where the rap battle ended. I can't remember what Drake came up with before that song. Like this one to me was like well, Kendrick wins because that song was everywhere.
So these are the two that were making those
Right. They
tracks
went back and forth. It felt
Okay.
like every day there was like a whole new album
Oh,
about how much they hated each other. And they were also dropping like Taylor Swift a lot
oh,
because they both, I think Drake moved an album for Taylor to debut an album or to re-release an album. And Kendrick obviously famously has a song with her.
well, you don't want to release a record on the same day as Taylor.
No, that would have been stupid. Like, he didn't do her a favor. He did himself a favor.
Yeah.
Actually, she did him a favor by saying, hey,
Yeah.
I'm going to drop this record. You're going to look stupid.
I don't know. I mean, what proof does he have?
Well, that's kind of what they're doing right now. I think because, again, this is a pre-action, which is kind of sounded to me like a fact-finding mission. If there's a
Okay.
lawyer that better describes it out there, feel free to come on. I don't claim to be a subject matter expert in any topic. These are just topics that I think you could talk about amongst friends and people you don't know. But I think this is what they're doing. They're trying to figure out if there is evidence that UMG, like, I don't know, deployed like some practice or some marketing campaign that would have, I don't know, that it would be hurt Drake, but helped Kendrick.
Yeah, I don't see that
I could
happening.
The only way I could see it is if they have some like social media sort of situation set up where it's like, well, we have a formula and the formula should automatically put money here or do this as it adjusts. And somehow it, randomly promoted Kendrick over Drake just because like maybe some like
Or
word combo like SEO'd it and I don't know. You know what I mean? Like just some weird thing that's like not fully manipulated by humans.
or they did do it to cause more drama.
They're like, this
So
is great
that
for us. Keep dropping
They're
music.
in the news again, and still, they're in the news.
Little
So,
did they know Zach Bryant would keep them in the news along with who's Barstool's guy?
Portnoy,
Yeah, Dave Portnoy.
yeah, One Bite Pizza guy.
Love it. Big fan. I don't know what to think here, but it is kind of weird. I just feel like he lost on all fronts, so he's trying to win something. Where he's like, well, Kendrick didn't really win.
Well, he doesn't have a
UMG
good
helped him win.
record of supporting sports teams.
Drake?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, he always picks a loser. You don't want him on your sidelines.
yeah.
Also, like, I have a really weird memory of him maybe being a Kentucky basketball player or like fan, but like dressed like a player and sitting in a team meeting, like something very strange where it's like, do you?
Honorary team member.
I guess, but it's just like a really weird look. Really
That's
weird
cool.
look. I think he's like a super fan.
I mean, when you have money, you can do all kinds of things.
I guess, but that was a weird look. Weird look. All right, I think we've done all we can do on Drake's front, but I don't know. Final say. Final say. Yes to killing a rap beef or pro. This continues the beef.
I think
More beef, less beef.
I think it continues it because I think that's what they both want.
Probably better in the long run.
Yeah.
Okay, our next topic. AMC theaters are Wicked. Wicked debuted in theaters, and it's Barbie and Barbenheimer all over again. Fans are going in droves to see the magical world of Oz be brought back to life. However, unlike Barbie, these songs are very well known thanks to its 21-year run on Broadway, and people are singing along in the theaters. But no more, says AMC. AMC is the world's largest movie theater chain and has posted signs articulating etiquette, or more so reminding like moviegoers of the etiquette of a movie theater. The message that plays before the movie says, at AMC theaters, silence is golden. No talking, no texting, no singing, no wailing, no flirting, and absolutely no name calling. Enjoy the magic of movies. Is this a ball buster? And what do you think people are doing inside Gladiator? Because, of course, when I referenced Barbenheimer, it kind of famously was Oppenheimer and Barbie that went head to head.
Yeah.
This year, it's Gladiator and Wicked. And they're both pulling amazing numbers all over again. But I'm like, okay, if people are singing in the Wicked movie theater, are people just like battle crying in Gladiator over the sounds of battle cries of the gladiators?
Yeah.
Right? That's what you'd have to do. Like, these are the two fans. Like, they're just like one is singing at the top of their lungs and the other is just screaming. I don't know. You could bring your own bow and arrow, shoot it at the screen. I don't know if there's bow and arrows in this movie. I've obviously not seen that.
Yeah. That feels more like sword.
Probably is swordplay.
Don't bring your sword to the movies.
But what do you think about people singing? Now, to reference...
No.
There are also, I believe, like when I researched this, there are sing-along options at some theaters. I don't know if AMC has that. So you would go under the pretense that you are singing along to the songs.
That's actually a good idea.
Right. This references just a normal movie theater so that everyone knows. Because I feel like if you're talking to like that one cousin that's super into it, they'll probably be like, no, but you can sing. And it's like, this is not talking about that. This is not a sing-along. These people are singing along. And actually like shrieking was kind of the direct quote, like shrieking over the artists or the actors singing in it.
I hate that. No, I don't like it.
Do you think people lost the idea of how to behave in a movie theater because of COVID? Like, we blame COVID for like wiping human memory of how to behave places, or at least getting all these humans out of practice. Movie theaters obviously got hit hard. Do you think people are like out of practice? Are we bringing in a population of people that don't know how to act in a theater?
People have always acted that way in movie theaters, to be honest. I don't think it's
outrageous, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a new thing. Obviously before phones, that wasn't interrupting anybody, but people always talk.
Right, and text.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like it's just the singing makes sense because it's a musical. But yeah, don't sing in my movie.
Right. I mean, because I came to see it. I want to hear Ariana Grande because she can sing and your girl cannot.
Exactly.
In the slightest. I'm definitely annoyed. I also, like, I can't remember what movie I was seeing, but it's like packed movie theater and everyone, like, so there's like no open seats. Packed movie theater. There's two girls behind me and my friend. They're next to like a family they're not with. There's like another group next to us. Like, and they are loudly like talking through just the ads, but like it's dark. Like it's gone dark. There's, there's a roll of ads. And this girl's just like talking over it. And everyone in our area, our section, can hear. And we're all annoyed. You know how you can tell when body language shifts and like people are whispering. They're like, oh, and everyone's looking around to kind of try and see like who it is to give them the look of like, shut up. We're getting like.
I love the previews.
Be prepared, right? Like the movie hasn't started, but we're nearly there. It's when like the lights go down, you shut up. Yeah. That's the signal to shut up.
Yeah.
I don't look like a person that could fight, and that's because I'm not someone that could fight. I literally stood up and I turned around and I said, would you like to go outside? I looked this girl dead in her face and said, would you like to go outside? And I must have been mad as hell and just scary looking at this point because, again, she probably could have taken me. Like, I would have just let her walk outside. I would not have gone out with her. Yeah. But no, she did shut up after I said that.
Maybe she thought she could take the conversation outside.
Yeah. She literally was like, she's like, nah, like, she's like, no. I was like, then shut up. And then sat back down and I got applause.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm a hero to someone's movie going experience. And I'm happy to do that again in a Wicked theater. How long ago was that? I was probably in like high school, maybe. I think I was like a senior in high school. So it was just like another girl in high school. Like she would have been like around my age. But I just remember everyone being annoyed, nobody saying anything. And I was like, I'm gonna do something. Like I'm so over it.
You stood up for the people.
I did.
People.
I'm a girl for the masses. Yeah. I think sometimes you just gotta take it into your own hands. I don't know what to do if the whole theater is screaming though. Can't do nothing about that.
Hero. That's the only thing I have to say.
I know. What I think I would give these people advice, though, is leave that and ask for your money back. Like, leave that theater, go ask for your money back, and go see it in another one. Because that would, it ruins the movie. It would take me out of it. You need to be, like, committed to the story. Like, if you have something weird that, like, takes me out of the world they're painting, then, like, why am I here?
Yeah, because, like, by the time if you went and got help to have them remove this person, you've already missed
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes.
And if people are shrieking above, like so that you can't hear someone sing, it's multiple people. That's like that's a row. That's a couple rows. So you also like, then are you the party pooper? Are you the Karen of the movie theater? Because you're like, I don't want to sing.
No, you're not. Because
if it's enough people that are like shrieking over it, like, are you just not in the fandom?
You can do that at home. Movie theaters is not for screaming and singing.
Unless it's the sing-along.
Unless it's that specific theater, yeah.
I also feel like if you're going to the sing-along, I need you to harmonize. Don't just like sing above it. Harmonize. I want talent.
Right.
I want effort.
Yeah.
I want commitment. We are in the movie now. If you're in the sing-along, we are in the movie now.
Yeah.
Done.
4D.
4D. All right, next topic. By the way, don't talk during movies. Yeah. That's the final of it. Not even just sing. Don't talk. Shush. All right. Have you seen the weather?
No.
This is from LinkedIn. This is going to be the topic of your Thanksgiving. I promise you right now. Both AAA and the TSA are expecting another record-breaking day of travel for Thanksgiving. An expected 80 million Americans are prepared to take the trek for their loved ones, and some of them will be fighting weather. And when I say some, seems like all of them. AAA is forecasting 71 million drivers to take the roads, while 6 million take to the skies. The West Coast, Midwest, Southeast, and East Coast are all expecting rain or snow, which could cause delays. The winter advisory warning has basically been issued across the nation as the winter storm kind of has an unclear path, as reported by the National Weather Service. A blast of cold air will follow the storm's front with its precipitation. But of course, that's not all. Those connecting or flying through one of America's busiest airports, Charlotte Douglas International Airport, will for sure see delays as workers went on strike Monday to demand higher wages, because this is a strike podcast. You know that some of the families right now are hoping for weather issues so that certain person doesn't make it to dinner. Or because you can extend the weather conversation. It's such a safe topic.
Yeah.
Like, it's so safe. Like, how, especially, I don't know if this is, like, everywhere. I feel like, so I've lived in California, I've lived in Texas, I've lived here. People love talking about the weather. And especially if it's, like, in the Midwest, if it's that, we've had the first snow, but if it snowed before Thanksgiving, that's all we're all talking about. The topic.
Yeah, I mean, we did get, 3 inches?
Yeah, I know. And everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And it stuck. It was 60 degrees that Monday. And by, what was that, Thursday, Friday? Thursday. It snowed. And and we got like 3 inches.
Yeah, it was cool though.
Yeah, everybody loves the first snow. It's when it snows in March that we're all over it.
Yeah, those are always the heaviest. Well, March and February, I feel like, are the...
Yeah, they're the worst. You're over it.
Heavy snows.
Honestly, once we make it past, like, New Year's, I need it to stop snowing.
Oh, you're over.
Yeah, after that, it's not magical anymore. I don't want it.
Oh. It only has magic.
During December. November, I'll give it November, December.
Okay.
After that, I'm done. January, I'm like, okay, fine, because I'd rather it snow than just be cold and gross. That's the only reason I really accept snow. Like, if it's going to be cold, then snow, because I don't want it just gray and nasty out.
I do kind of feel like it's weird that February is the cold month.
Like the super cold month.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the end of the summer month is also the hot month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
It's like the darkest before the dawn. That's just how the world works.
Because I always, would have thought that the coldest, for some reason to me, feels like it should be December.
But it's not. December's kind of delightful. But maybe it's because we're not over it yet. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just tired of it.
It does usually get like single digits February.
For sure.
I don't know.
I'm going to play some bets right now. I'm going to say Texas is going to get freezing rain, which would be weird and rare. But it seems like this front that moves through. I'm going to call freezing rain in Texas. I think we'll get snow and ice mix. And then the East Coast, like the Northeast, gets dumped on with snow. And I think, honestly, as far as California goes, I think we're looking at typical, like, the mountains are going to get snow. Maybe it rains, like, closer to the coast. I'm gonna Gonna hedge my bets on that.
And, California, they might put like a Patagonia on or something.
When you live there, it feels cold.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say that.
Maybe not
Because I know when I moved there, I was like,
San Diego.
babies, but then I like San Diego. Yeah, maybe. LA might be a little tougher. Yeah. Gotta be.
I don't know the geography of California.
It goes north to south, east to west.
It does. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I don't know like the layout of the cities.
San Francisco, LA, San Diego.
Yeah.
But like LA, San Diego are close. San Francisco.
Way up there.
Yeah.
With all the other little.
Yeah.
Like
I think it's technically still like Santa Clara. Like, I think that's technically still Central Coast. So I'm thinking, I could be wrong actually on this. I could make myself look real dumb, but I believe Sacramento is then, the state capital is even further north. NorCal, SoCal.
Different kind of weather up there?
Way different.
Yeah.
And this is exactly how this conversation will go. Yeah, this is exactly, if you find that family member, cousin, uncle, aunt, whatever, that you really don't talk to, just ask them about the weather in there. I don't care if they live in the town that's like 30 minutes north. Trust me, they get different weather. People will swear it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, for me though, when I was little, I wanted to be a weatherman.
Oh, really? So, I think every little kid kind of wanted that for a split second.
I bought all the weatherman stuff.
I bought weatherman stuff.
I had like the weather kit.
Did you have a tiny suit?
No, I never like did that. I just bought like things to, do weather experiments. Learned all about the clouds.
That's like meteorology, though. That's a real science.
Yeah.
That's not just weathermen.
I wanted to be a weatherman, though. I don't know what happened. I just lost the passion, I guess.
I think the weathermen on TV are the ones that just go the distance for sure.
Oh, yeah. They're incredible.
Yeah. And you don't have to be right. So Good for them. Although people will hate you if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Fickle audience you serve. It happens all. We need to move on before A, I get mad, and B, let's face it, this is a conversation nobody wants to actually get.
We got to save our conversations for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I'm going to use up all my
How long was this topic? 15 minutes. But see, it works, okay? That's your main topic. The next topic everyone's going to be talking about, Macy's marches on. Have you heard about this? A single employee has been fired after intentionally hiding $154 million in cumulative delivery expenses over the course of 3 years. So it started in 2021. This caused Macy's to delay quarterly earnings reports. The company won't report out until December 11th. The employee, of course, hasn't been named, and the reason why they caused the accounting issue hasn't been made known. Macy's is struggling with earnings falling. I think it fell around 2% last quarter. It's also closing around 150 locations this year. Meanwhile, the parent company's other brands like Bloomingdale's and Bluemercury are growing, so it's not all bad news over there. But regardless, the parade will go on. That's, of course, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which famously passes the flagship store in New York City. Why would anyone hide delivery expenses? That's my question.
I don't feel like
what was this person covering for?
I don't think they were actually deliveries. Probably some sort of embezzlement going on.
$154 million.
Money laundering.
I think that's a fair assumption because why? Like, I can understand if this person was like some low level like controller. I don't know like what the financial world exists of as far as like a hierarchy that they think they're going to get in trouble. But like, to my understanding, this person would have been on like their accounting team. So it's like the expenditures wouldn't have even been up to you. Like, you're just reporting it.
Maybe they just didn't know.
So it wasn't like the mail
doing.
guy. Like, I could be wrong. Maybe I misread this, but I don't think it was like the person doing the mailing that reported wrong. I think it's like literally like the person on the accounting team that kept track of that was like,
Maybe they just messed up.
Just bad math.
Like maybe something got off in their Excel file.
They were like, I'm totally a CPA. I printed this certificate off this morning. And now we're $150 million further in debt because it's not going well for Macy's.
I mean, I hear all the time where, accountants are like, oh, this one thing got entered in wrong and it messed up. My whole spreadsheet, all the formulas are off. So they have to go back and find out what was entered wrong.
Right.
That could have been it. Who
Now,
knows?
I mean, the key word, though, is intentional. This person did it on purpose.
Intentional.
So you could say bad math because maybe they're thinking intentional now. Maybe when we get more information, the intentionality feels a bit fuzzier. But it does say intentionally hiding $154 million. Again, in like through delivery expenses, which makes me wonder, honestly, also, like, maybe it's the delivery that wasn't on the up and up. To your point, like embezzlement or money laundering. Maybe, like, what?
So it was categorized.
Was the delivery expense...
Was it just categorized as a delivery?
Are you paying off the mob? Are you paying off the mob?
If they're just categorizing it as the delivery, though?
There's not enough information out to be able to, like, confirm that.
I don't know. We need more info.
We do need more info. I think this is going to be the great, like, let's get lost down a rabbit hole of all the nonsense that we could talk about topic.
I did see that some news station wasn't going to air the Macy's Day Parade.
CBS has...
That's what I thought you were going to talk about.
I don't know if they lost their rights, but they no longer have the rights. NBC, though, is who I really think of when you think of, like, Al Roker and that crew that has... Katie Couric is, like, the staple in my head with her little, like, fur hat, fur coat on.
Do you watch it?
I used to love it when I was little. I don't watch it as much now.
Who cares?
I think it's a cute tradition. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I would not want it to stop. It would make me sad if it stopped. I think it's cute.
Snoopy.
And Santa. Wow. It's the first, like, it's supposed to be like the first Santa sighting of the year. Santa ends the Macy's things. Because that's when you know, like, Thanksgiving's over, Christmas is on. Santa made his appearance at the end of the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
He's in town. He came to town.
Santa is in town, and he's leaving again soon, so drop off those letters.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he gets to make he's got to drop off those, like, weird little, like, fake post office.
So it's just like a parade for Santa.
I don't know. The turkey's in it, too.
Yeah.
SpongeBob?
Snoopy always in it?
I think so. I think there are some staples. I think SpongeBob's in it. I mean, you make a giant float. There's only so many places you can put that. Yeah. Or what? I guess giant balloon. Those aren't floats. I think it's cute.
Which one's going to get away today or this time? Always one gets like.
Oh yeah. I mean, if the weather's bad, back to that. Could be a lot of them.
I just hope it's SpongeBob just flying through the sky.
Just like off, lands in the sea where he belongs.
Yeah, he's going home.
we let it like that. That's pollution that counts. He needs to be at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah.
Do.
That's where he lives.
Best of luck to SpongeBob.
Like,
There's my best
over.
of luck. There's my best of luck. Best of luck to SpongeBob making it back home. No, but actually on that topic, NBC, this is sort of a side from this topic. NBC will continue to cover Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and it's actually going to get more expensive, which surprised me. But because live entertainment is becoming kind of a staple to not only TV provider or cable providers, but streaming services as well. So it's like if NBC wants to keep it, they're going to have to pay up, basically. Macy's is, well, I think Macy's agent, whoever represents them, is kind of taking this stance that the NFL and other live events, like many of the sporting events, has taken. So it'll be interesting to see if NBC keeps it or who buys it.
Yeah. I mean, what? 3 games on Thursday?
3 games on Thursday.
Got that Black Friday game this
Got
week?
a Black Friday game. NFL's playing it well.
Yeah.
All right. On to our final story of this episode. Pardon my turkey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. An American tradition that is both weird and fun. President Biden pardoned 2 turkeys this week ahead of the Thanksgiving massacre, I guess. That's probably how the turkeys look at it. The 2 large birds pardoned were Peach and Blossom. They'll now spend the rest of their days in Minnesota on a farm rather than worrying about becoming dinner. Potentially, like, dramatic question. Do you like turkey or is it overrated?
I don't like turkey.
Yeah, me either.
We didn't even buy one this year.
I found a way to like turkey. I felt really controversial. I told my mom this because she loves turkey.
Okay.
And she will bake it in the oven like as a random meal, usually during the winter, not the summer months. But I I don't like it. And I had to tell her that. I was like, the only way I really like it is if it's deep fried. Like you inject the turkey with like butter basically and seasoning, and it comes out like juicier. I don't want to use the M word, but it comes out juicier. Oh. And I think that's the only way. Other than that, tastes dry. It's like it's just not my favorite flavor.
Nah, we get hams, like little spiral hams.
Yeah, I love ham. It's all good.
Yeah. We got 2 this year. They're both pretty small. We're going to see which one's better. I'm going to do one on the smoker.
Ooh.
And then one in the oven.
I actually can get behind some smoked turkey. Like having lived in Texas, you can get smoked barbecue, or go to a barbecue joint, get smoked turkey. And that is expert level.
So you know what?
For sure.
I don't like.
I think it's just oven. Like I don't want a turkey out of an oven.
Oh yeah. I don't like turkey that way, but I'll go to the store and buy like the sliced deli turkey. I like that.
Is that
tastes better?
Why does it? Because it's brined. It's saltier for sure, right? Like because it's deli meat.
I don't know. It's just not dry either.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think maybe it's just that most people on Thanksgiving or holidays in general bake it, and it's just not a typical meat that most people prepare. You know what I mean? I think most people
they make it once a year.
Go
maybe twice.
Chicken and steak. I think most people can do chicken and steak pretty well if you know how to cook. If you can like bake a chicken, you know, you're pretty good. Ham maybe gets thrown in there. I don't know. That kind of feels like a holiday meat too. I just feel like turkey doesn't get cooked enough and people are bad at it.
Yeah, no, I only have ham in the Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
Spiral
Easter?
hams.
Do you do Easter?
Oh, yeah, maybe sometimes.
We do the Easter ham.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not good. I mean, I'm happy for Peach and Blossom.
Those brown sugar spiral hams?
Yeah, those are good.
So good.
Real good. Happy for Peach and Blossom to not be dinner, but I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Interesting names.
Yeah. Weird that they're going to a farm in Minnesota. Not weird because like turkeys definitely are native to like the north. Like, I mean, they're all over. There's turkeys in California too, but Peach and Blossom strike me as southern names. I really expected them to end up on a farm in like Mississippi. I don't know. Maybe there's not turkeys down to south.
I want to know how they get chosen. Like, does Biden just walk into a room and there's like 50 turkeys?
I have to say, so they do put them out on the lawn, like a group. I don't know how the group of turkeys that gets taken to do this is selected.
And also,
I should have done some research on this. I do think Obama may have used his daughters because his daughters were pretty young. I think at one point they got to pick turkeys.
Okay.
Obviously, the Biden's kids are, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of Joe Biden's kids are dead, right? You had a few die.
Oh, yeah.
But the ones that's alive, too old to make that cute. They have grandkids, though. He seems like maybe not present enough to know he should have asked his grandkids to do this. Maybe he did. I didn't watch it. I'll be honest.
I didn't turkeys?
I think it's usually just one. I don't know why it's 2. Listen. Okay, so I failed on this topic. I just wanted you to know that turkeys got pardoned.
No, I
don't know the back end of this topic.
These are just preparation questions for them to look up.
Quiz your family. Yeah. Ask someone has an Alexa. There will be someone that can be like, oh, well, let's ask. Hey, Siri. My Siri's. Yeah.
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 Oh.
It's a great time to make someone old do that and tell you what happened.
All right.
This is an engaging question.
It is. Speaking of voice
Siri.
assistants, yeah. We have a Google at home, and I asked it to stop, telling us that it's going to turn on lights.
Okay.
So I wanted to just turn the light on. I don't need you to tell me, hey, turning on one light.
Yeah.
So I said, stop doing that. So in response, it said, okay, turning on 17 lights. And it turned on everything we have.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I was like,
bad instructions.
You did that out of spite.
It was like, oh, you want me to not talk to you? Everything's coming on.
We were like, what?
Everything.
Wait, where did you get that from? Don't tell me you're turning on a light. All right, turning on 17 lights.
I dislike Alexa. I did buy my parents an Alexa for their home. But now Alexa has an update where she'll like make a noise because you have like an Amazon account notification.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just, I don't like that. Don't tell me I have maybe somebody enjoys it. I don't need to know my Amazon account. I'll know when I go to my Amazon account what the notification is.
Yeah, I know people are starting to get tired of Alexa. Like the people that have the.
I feel like she butts in.
Yeah,
I'm like, shh.
You know, like the ones with the screens. I think it's called like
Sure.
I don't know what they're called.
This one is like the old school like tower Alexa.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the ones with the screens that they can set up. Like people were like, I'm tired of it. I got rid of it because then it just started showing me ads.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants ads on their like home screen thing.
It's like if you had one of those frames, like, you know, the frames
yeah.
where you have like all your pictures loaded on and it just goes through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like if 3 of them are your grandkid and the next one's like an advertisement for something awkward.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30-second ad. But like you would find out what your family member was searching so fast. Like, could you imagine the awkward ads that would pop up in some people's houses?
You know, that's actually a good idea. It's a good ad placement.
It's a great idea and it's also terrible.
But it's also people will be upset.
Oh, so upset. Too many things would come to light in families that we're not ready to share yet.
No, I just meant because you got advertisements on your family pictures.
Oh, no, for sure that. But I'm also talking about what those ads would be so upsetting for some families, I think.
Yeah.
There was actually, I want to say he might have been a reverend that complained about pornographic advertisements on a specific website. He did not understand that those ad placements come based off of your own internet use. And so he sort of outed himself. And I do feel that that is exactly what would happen if you ended up ads within your family photo frame. I would anticipate that. Again, upsetting conversations to have around the family dinner table.
Or like Google TV. I don't know if you have one of those. But if you don't have anything playing for a while, it like goes to a screensaver.
Sure.
Where it's just like, you know, your pictures you take, or you can set it to something else. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it could start doing ads. We're just trying to think of all the places you can put ads now.
How to make people more miserable, but giant corporate America more money.
Yeah.
That's what we do here. We make corporate America more money.
We shouldn't do that.
Yeah, okay. So, Keith, do you have a nightcap topic for today? Okay, I have a nightcap.
Okay.
For the first time ever, we hit pause and I did actual research. Are you ready
we're
for
fancy.
how we pick the turkeys that we pardon? Final topic, final conversation. Here's the rundown. Number 1, we have a National Turkey Federation. That makes sense. Turkey feels like we have a whole holiday around it. Makes sense that we have this.
Yeah, the NTF.
Yeah, classic, the NTF. Yeah. It's responsible for providing the turkeys for the presidential pardon. Farmers associated with the NTF raise a group of turkeys specifically for this event. So these are turkeys that are like groomed, probably like, you know, selective mating goes on, I would guess. I'm inputting some thoughts here. I don't know that. Then turkeys are trained. So from the group, 2 turkeys are chosen based on their temperament, appearance, and ability to remain calm around people and cameras. These turkeys undergo some training to get accustomed to noise, lights, and being handled. So basically, they're like camera ready.
Yeah.
They're like child stars. And then the finalists are named. The 2 turkeys selected are often given creative names, which the public sometimes votes on as part of the event's funds. And obviously, this year, super cute. We got Peaches and Blossom. Makes sense. And then, of course, the ceremony finally takes place in Washington, D.C., where they stay in a luxury hotel before the ceremony. And I want to know, the one thing I did not find is what hotel the turkeys stay in, but I'm so glad they're getting, you know, a lavish. It feels very, what was that, like Katniss, Hunger Games. Feels very Hunger Games.
It is.
Except it's like to not provide aid to hunger. It's like anti-hunger aid.
This whole thing is weird to me.
Yeah. Anyway, then obviously day of, the 2 turkeys are pardoned and then spared and sent out to live on a sanctuary. Yeah, I guess it started back in 1989 with George H.W. Bush. Although I guess earlier presidents like Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy also spared turkeys informally, but like formally, George H.W. Bush started this. So there you go.
Okay. Well, now I have more questions.
Well, I can't answer them, but let's go.
Do you think the other turkeys die?
No,
Oh.
I think to keep like the breeding up.
Yeah.
It's like they can't like this
That's
is
what
like
I
a
think, too.
select.
Because it seems very like dog showy.
This is it totally, which makes so much sense because also on Thanksgiving we have the dog show.
Yeah.
The Thanksgiving Day parade leads into the dog show. Oh my God, Thanksgiving, like it all goes into a circle. It's a rhythm. It's the rhythm of life.
It's government.
Thanksgiving is the rhythm of life. You are groomed to like produce something. There's a big show, and we end up right where we started with a show, a dog show. We start with an animal, we end with an animal.
Yeah.
I love it.
I didn't need to know all that stuff about turkey pardons.
Well,
But it is a good topic because
we
I have a
pardon
lot of
people
questions.
and we pardon turkeys because it's America, dang it.
I have a lot of questions about turkeys.
All right, well, on to go do some research then, but that's the end of this show.
Sure is.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us again for another episode of our Dinner Party podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye.